Hi, and welcome to another gaming video. Today we're going to be looking at a money hack for Need for Speed Heat. This is a fairly easy thing to do, so what we want to do first is enter the dealership. And once we're in there, we're going to scroll all the way to the right side to the most expensive cars. This is going to work best if you have a very high rep level. Since that will unlock a lot more expensive vehicles to do this cheat with. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this McLaren since it is the most expensive one I have. And what we want to do is remember the cost of this car. So it is $2,120,500. So with that number in mind, we are going to minimize the game window. So what you want to do now is open up Cheat Engine. I will put a link in the description to download this software. Once it's loaded, we want to click on the Select a Process button and make sure you select Need for Speed Heat and then click Open. Alright, with that done, now we need to enter in the cost of the car in this box right here. So let's go ahead and enter our $2,120,500. And now we can hit first scan. Alright, so it says it found 27 items with that number. Not all of these we want to change, however, since that could end up crashing the game. So what we want to do now is we want to reopen Need for Speed Heat. And we just kind of want to scroll around a little bit to give it time for some of those numbers to change, since we do not need all of them. And this is going to help us identify the ones that we don't need. So let's go ahead and minimize again. And now we should see we have some of them that have changed. So let's go ahead and hit next scan. It's going to search for that number once more. Alright, so now we're down to 23 items. So let's go back into Need for Speed. And actually, why don't we go ahead and leave the dealership. Alright, and then we'll go immediately back into it. And we can hit the Windows key once more. And there we go. We found some more items that have changed. So we want to make sure we don't change those. Let's hit next scan again. And now we're down to 18 items. That should be pretty close to what we need. So let's go ahead and select everything in here. And now we're going to right click and hit change value of selected addresses. Alright, in this window, we're just going to change everything to 0, and we're going to make this a free vehicle. Alright, so with the value changed, let's go ahead and reload Need for Speed. And instead of scrolling all the way to the right again, what we can do is just leave the dealership. Go back into it, and look at that, we have a McLaren for $0. So let's go ahead and buy it. And I'm going to send that to the garage. And let's go ahead and buy a couple of them while we're here. Send to garage, and let's do that one more time. Alright, so now what we want to do is we want to enter the garage one last time, and then we're going to minimize the window, and we want to check and make sure none of these values have changed. They haven't, so what we're going to do now is right click, and we're going to select this change value of selected addresses back to a previous value. So I'm going to check that. And I'm going to put it back to the last scan value, which is going to set it back to the original cost of the car. Alright, so everything looks good. Let's go ahead and reload Need for Speed. And let's go to the garage and see if we can sell this. Alright, let's enter the garage. And what we want to do is go over to the showcase option. And we're going to select any car here, and then we're going to go over to swap car. And now what you want to do is select one of the McLarens. And when we go to sell car, you can see we now have a sell price of a little over $1 million, which is not too bad. However, we can make that better if we just use these same editing tricks that we did to make it a free car. So what we want to do actually is go ahead and hit no here. But before we do that, let's remember what this sell price is. So we are at 1,378,500. So we should be able to go into Cheat Engine and change that. So let's go ahead and minimize this window. And we want to do a new scan. And we want to look for 1,378,500. And hit first scan button. And we found 14 items, so let's go in here again. Hit no. Hit sell. And we're just giving it a chance to change. So let's go back out. And nothing changed, so let's go ahead and adjust the cost of this car. And let's do something like just adding a 9 to it. Alright, so let's resell it for $9 million. So let's hit no for now. And if we hit sell car again, it still says 13. So yes, let's go ahead and sell the car, but you can see that we actually gained $9 million. You see my my amount of money increased up there. So let's swap car again. Go ahead and select another McLaren. And go ahead and sell the car again. This one says it's selling for 0, so that's fine. We got plenty cars in here. And let's select another McLaren and try to sell that one. It's also selling for 0. And we'll try it again. So I'm not sure why some of them come up as 0 and some of them will come up with an actual cost. That's also selling for 0, so sure, let's go ahead and sell it. We basically already accomplished what we set out to do, and if I had increased that original sale price by more than just 8 million, we would have a lot more money right now. But that's fine. I don't think we need a whole 12 million. Unless I guess I want to buy every single car in the game, which I don't really care to do. Hey, there we go. We found another one that has an actual sell price. So how about before we sell this one, we go back into Cheat Engine, and you see now some of these values have changed. So what we want to do is we want to unselect the ones that have changed. Because if we end up changing these, we could end up crashing the game and losing all the progress we've just made. Alright, so let's go ahead and right click, change value of selected addresses. And I don't want to get too crazy with it, but maybe I do. Let's add another 9. So that's going to make it a $99 million sale. And let's go into Need for Speed again, and let's sell the car. So it says 9 million here, but once I click yes, you see we increased by 99 million actually. So that is pretty nice. And the good thing about doing it this way, instead of trying to edit the amount of money you have directly, is this actually does persist when you close and reload the game. This actually will sync with the server. Alright, that one's 0, that's fine. And let's swap car again. And I have one more in here. Let's see if this will give us any amount of money. And it's 0. Okay, that's fine. We have $111 million. I think we're okay. So let's hit no there. Or yes there, sell that car. Alright, so now what we want to do to make sure that all of this stays as it should is we want to quit the game completely. So yes, let's go to the lobby. And then once we're in the lobby, we're going to completely exit the game, and then we're going to restart it, just to make sure that all of our money will actually stay. So let's go ahead and quit. And now let's reload it. So let's go ahead and play. And now we just have to wait for this to load up completely. So you can see we're connecting, it's syncing our transactions, and look at that, we have quite a bit of money up there. So let's go ahead and hit play solo, just to get everything completely loaded up, but as you can see, we have a money cheat that actually works, that does not reset when you reconnect to EA servers. So it would actually reset if you edited the money directly. I did try that, and it just basically resets immediately. It wipes out every transaction you made and resets everything back to normal. But you can see doing it this way, you actually keep all of that money you made. Alright, so thanks for watching, everyone. Please like and subscribe if this video helped you out, and I'll see you next time.